Hello, queens and kings. Jacqueline Haley here, Hand of the Queen. Today I am going to share my entry that I was invited to go to her channel and subscribe. I am a private subscriber, so she will have received notification from YouTube that I did subscribe to her channel. However, I was invited by Martha Hamilton to Granny's house, who we all know, invited us to enter a challenge for Melodi Made. It is Melodi's 3-year celebration, and what Melodi is asking for is a VR, an ATC, and for you to craft a BoHo hand in her challenge giveaway. The challenge began on September the 1st, and it will run through, I believe she said November the 15th. And there will be a drawing for a total of 4 prizes, 1 international and 3 USA. All right, let's get into it and show you my wild BoHo hand that I have crafted as my entry. And it is very wild. I don't know if I can get it all in. Let me see here. I used well, first of all, I did hand draw my hand, and I drew it on cereal box. And then I gessoed both sides with 2 coatings, and I applied decoupaged this lovely, it was a paisley, or it is a paisley fabric that was gifted to me in a recent Happy Mail by the lovely Shirley Wilson. So the paisley is all covered now, but it sufficed, and it did what I wanted it to do. So the fabric has been decoupaged onto my twice gessoed hand on both sides, and then I began to alter it by adding an embellished gold sequin and pearl, no, it's a sequin and cording flower here with a AB bling center to suffice as a ring. And you know you all know I love wearing rings and gloves and things, and I love, love, love eclectic. So this was quite an interesting challenge for me. I get to do some very fun things. All right, then let's see, I did place a butterfly here that was gifted to me by the lovely Sheila of Country Girl First Crafts, whom we all know, I'm sure. I then placed a shabby flower here in pink and black with another AB flat back. And then I proceeded to use a playing card, and I used tissue paper on top of the playing card. I edged the edges with a gold gilding wax. She is a queen. She has a crown on her head, a metal crown that I encrusted with flat back rhinestones. There's a rhinestone here in this corner and one here. I did circle punch and cut out the center of the card. There is another light, it's not a celery green, but it is and it's not a mint green. I guess it's sort of in between the two colors. Shabby flower, and again, AB flat back center. I then proceeded to apply this lovely trim at the cuff that was gifted to me by Sharon. Well, no, I purchased some bags from her of some remains of her scraps. So it was Sharon of Elegant Creations that I obtained this lovely gold and fuchsia or hot pink like embroidered trim. Has sequins on it. And then underneath the shabby flower, I placed various shades of blue, pinkish orange and purple, and some eyelash for the dangle. And let me see. Oh, and then I used a sentiment here and used the gold gilding wax again around the edges, and it says, "Be creative." So let me, and on the fingertips, I used a gold fall plastic flower, and then I used flat back rhinestones and placed in the center of each one of the flowers. At this fingertip, I applied a little gold ring, and again the various shades of sari silk for hanging purposes. And that is my hand for this side. Oh, I hope you're seeing this. I think I can get it all in. And I will bring it up closer so you can observe some of the details. There's the queen. And I am handed the queen. So I had to get a queen in there some kind of way. And it is the club, Queen of Clubs. All right, now we'll go to the opposite side. Don't want to set myself on fire. I always say that. I hope it never happens. All right, this is the second side. And again, using another one of the mesh and sequin or flat back rhinestones from Sheila, her butterfly, Country Girl First. Again, the faux plastic gold flowers with, I think I used pearls on this one, and rhinestones, I believe. No, I think they might all be rhinestones. And another, this is where I used when I cut out that queen from the front card. It left the circle, and then I edged that part of the plain card with the gold gilding wax and applied some flat back rhinestones to her. And she has a silver crown on her head with one rhinestone in the center. We go on, it's a shabby flower, another AB center, two more shabby flowers here at the bottom with AB flat backs. And then I outlined the entire hand with this pom-pom. Don't know if you can see it or not, but it's fuzzy looking. And it is the pom-pom trim that I have outlined her hand with. And again, of course, the various sari silk ribbons carry over. Hope you're seeing this. Let me move my candle and I'll come up closer. And at the bottom, I simply used a pom-pom eyelash dangle. I left the mesh on the flowers, make it look more shabbier. And I did forget to mention that after on this side, which is the back side, I used a glitter paint in blue, and I painted the back side of this hand. And it had the glitter in it. It was like a glitter paint, and that's what I used on that one. So I know it's supposed to be a BoHo entry. Oh, this way. This is my hand. And you know, when I started out, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have did a second BoHo. I wanted to do two. The second one is not BoHo, but I started to not even send it, but I thought, well, I went to the effort to do it, so I don't know what else I could do with it. So I'm going to show that. I'm going to be sending that to Melodi Made as well. So let me show you my second one. I should have went and reviewed the information, because I would have realized then that it was, you know, for a BoHo hand, which I had that right the first time, but when I started on the other one, I just kept thinking about a hand. So I did another hand, and it is, I would say, retro. So if you have a use for this, Melodi, I'm going to send it anyway. I know it's not one of your requirements. You wanted a BoHo, but this is my retro hand, friendship hand. And what I used on this one was the sari silk ring here at the top. The sari silk tied onto a ring. And I used vintage buttons on the fingertips. And I acquired these buttons from Uniquely Yours by Dawn Marie. The very vintage doily is also one of the items I purchased from Uniquely Yours by Dawn Marie. On this one, there is a dangle of buttons and a charm. I have a flat back AB here on top of a metal butterfly that I acquired. Those metal butterflies from, oh, I can't think. My goodness, I can't think. But at any rate, this has a vintage or retro image that I have stamped retro on sari silk here. And the sari silk was this particular beige or off-white sari silk was gifted to me by Donna Dream Times 3 in a thank you sale. And then this image here is by Rosie's Crafty Shack, I believe it is. And I purchased those images from Rosie of some Sears vintage catalog pages. Hate to keep saying but at any rate, and I have acquired or placed 3 vintage buttons here, again from Dawn Marie. And she is popped up on cardboard with a scrapbooking paper background. And you know it's vintage, it's from Sears. I think the dress was $5.99. Oh my goodness, we'd be lucky if we'd find that on a clearance sale right now. But at any rate, there is a snippet of doily here at the bottom, and there's yellow ruffled cotton trim here. It's a ruffled cotton that I acquired from Shirley Wilson in a sale. And there's this lovely yellow lace on the cuff. Sorry, I was out of frame. And a vintage doily piece here. And then this next side, I will bring it up so you can see some of the features. So Melodi, I hope you'll be able to use this. I'm sending it anyway. It's not boho, it's retro. And the next side, I use flat back pearl embellishments on the fingertips. Another metal butterfly, bling center, a shabby flower with a vintage button here and here. And this lady, her dress is $5.98 as well. And it's from an old Sears catalog, as mentioned, that I purchased from Rosie's Crafty Shack, I believe is her name. But I'm sure everybody knows Rosie. And the bottom, there's well, the button dangle is here. Well, let's see. Here on the side, with a music note, a plastic chandelier, teardrop, and some buttons. And this side, I used a yellow paper that was gifted to me in a sale by Donna Dream Times 3, Donna Hunziker. And then I applied tissue paper. It was a butterfly, gold butterfly print on the tissue paper, and I applied that on the side of the hand. And at the bottom it says, "Stop wishing and start doing." And there's shabby flower here. So that was my second hand. And I don't know, I kind of drifted away from the boho, and then I realized, oh, it was supposed to be boho. But anyway, if you can use it, Melodi, I'm sending it because I've already made it, and I don't know what else I can do with it. So this is the, I believe this was the front side, or was it? No, this is the front side. And I'll come up closer on it. So again, this will be my entry to Melodi Made Friendship Hand Boho Challenge entry giveaway. So if you don't know Melodi, be sure you go to her channel. She has lovely tutorials. She does a lot of glue books and things like that. I'm just not into the glue booking. But I'm sure you will enjoy the many things that she crafts and has tutorials on. Also, she does tutorials for junk book journals and just a lot of very, very interesting things. And like I mentioned, I am new to Melodi Made, and she often comes on with Melissa, who is Mimi. But at any rate, let me stop babbling. And these are my entries that I will be presenting for the BoHo Friendship Hand Challenge giveaway. Thank you all for watching. Happy trails. We will meet again soon. Goodbye.